The year is 1942. Europe bleeds. The Nazi war machine grinds across the continent, seemingly unstoppable. But a new, terrifying shadow looms over the conflict, a whisper, a chilling rumor that sends shivers down the spines of Allied intelligence. Hitler, it is believed, is building a bomb unlike any other. An atomic bomb. For the Allies, the race was on. A desperate scramble for intelligence, for any clue that could confirm or deny this devastating possibility. And then the pieces began to fall into place. Reports from Norway, from a desolate, snow-swept plateau, spoke of strange activity at a hydroelectric plant, the Vamork Heavy Water Plant. Heavy water, a crucial component in nuclear fission. Vamork, the world's only commercial producer, had fallen into Nazi hands. To the scientists and strategists of the Allied powers, the implication was horrifyingly clear. Vamork wasn't just generating power. It was feeding Hitler's atomic dream. Churchill, Roosevelt, and their most trusted advisors faced an unthinkable choice. A direct assault on a heavily fortified German installation in neutral territory was politically impossible and militarily suicidal. Yet, doing nothing was a gamble with humanity's future. A solution, audacious and desperate, began to emerge from the shadows of espionage. A secret mission. A mission so vital, so dangerous, that its very existence had to be erased from history. For this unprecedented task, a hand-picked team was assembled. Norwegian patriots, forged in the crucible of resistance. Now serving with the British Special Operations Executive, the SOE, they were specialists in sabotage. Masters of survival in the unforgiving Arctic wilderness. These were not conventional soldiers. They were ghosts, phantoms, trained to operate beyond the lines of war where rules vanished and only the mission mattered. Their target, the Vamork Heavy Water Plant. Their objective, to destroy the Nazis' atomic ambitions. Their fate, unknown. This is the story of Operation Gunnerside, the secret mission no one was supposed to know about, the Hardangervidda Plateau. A colossal, frozen wilderness, larger than some European countries. It was here, amidst the biting winds and endless snow, that the commandos of Operation Gunnerside were dropped. Their journey began not with a bang, but with a silent, treacherous insertion into an environment as hostile as any enemy. Parachuting into this desolate landscape was merely the first hurdle. For weeks, they would live off the land, battling starvation, frostbite, and the constant threat of discovery. Their supplies were minimal, their resolve unyielding. They were the advance party, designated to establish a base, gather intelligence, and prepare for the main assault team. Living in snow caves, sharing meager rations, their existence became a testament to human endurance. They observed the Vamork plant from afar, meticulously mapping its defenses, identifying weaknesses, and tracking German patrols. Every detail was crucial. Every risk calculated. The Vamork plant was a fortress. Perched on a sheer cliff face, surrounded by a deep gorge, it seemed impregnable. German guards patrolled ceaselessly, their presence a constant reminder of the impossibility of their task. The heavy water facility itself was deep within the heavily fortified industrial complex, but these men were not easily deterred. They were patriots, fighting not just for a mission, but for the very soul of their occupied homeland. Their leader, Joachim Rundberg, a man of quiet courage and immense strategic intellect, instilled in his team an almost mythical sense of purpose. As weeks turned into months, the patience of the commandos was tested to its limits. But their moment was coming. The main team, codenamed Gunnerside, was on its way. The stage was set for one of the most daring acts of sabotage in human history on the night of February 16, 1943. Under the cloak of a brutal winter storm, the Gunnerside team parachuted onto the Hardangervidda. Their landing, however, was far from perfect. Scattered by the fierce winds, they faced immediate peril. For days, the two teams, Grouse the advance party and Gunnerside, searched for each other across the frozen wastes. The margin for error was non-existent. Without a coordinated effort, the mission was doomed. Against all odds, guided by sheer determination and a deep understanding of their harsh environment, they finally linked up. With the full team now assembled, Rundberg outlined the final, audacious plan. A direct assault on the bridge was out of the question. The only way in was a treacherous descent into the gorge. A clandestine crossing of the icy river and an ascent of the sheer, unguarded cliff face leading directly to the plant's vulnerable underbelly. The descent was a nightmare. Laden with explosives and gear, they navigated treacherous ice and rock, one slip meaning certain death in the freezing rapids below. The roar of the river, a deafening symphony, masked their movements but offered no comfort against the brutal cold. Crossing the river was a gamble. The ice, thin and unpredictable, threatened to give way at any moment. Then came the climb, a 500-foot ascent up a near-vertical cliff in darkness with German sentries just yards away on the plateau above. It was a feat of mountaineering skill, courage, and sheer will. Against all odds, they breached the perimeter. Slipping past patrols, cutting through fences, they were inside the heavily guarded complex. The target, the heavy water production cells, lay just ahead within the vast, humming industrial building. The impossible had become possible. They stood on the precipice of their objective. But the most dangerous part of Operation Gunnerside was yet to come. Deep within the Vomork plant, the heavy water cells churned, meticulously supervised by German engineers and protected by guards. The commandos, split into smaller teams, navigated the maze-like corridors, every shadow a potential hiding place. Every sound a potential betrayal. Their movements were precise, rehearsed countless times in the freezing wilderness. Each man knew his role, his target. In a daring move, a Norwegian commando, disguised as a German worker, entered the heavy water production room itself. Within minutes, the explosives were set, small, potent charges designed to destroy the precious heavy water cells without causing a catastrophic explosion that would draw immediate attention. With the fuses set, a crucial decision was made. To allow enough time for their escape, a longer fuse was chosen. The ticking began, a silent countdown to a potential global impact. The commandos melted back into the shadows, making their way towards their escape route. Then, the detonation. Not a thunderous roar, but a controlled implosion. The heavy water cells shattered, their precious contents, an estimated 500 kilograms of heavy water, cascaded onto the floor, draining away into the facility's extensive drainage system. Hitler's atomic dream, for now, lay in ruins. Alarms blared. Searchlights cut through the night. The German garrison, initially stunned by the localized explosion, quickly mobilized. But the commandos, true to their training, were already gone, swallowed by the vast, unforgiving Norwegian night. The damage was done. The most crucial part of Operation Gunnerside was a resounding success. But their mission was far from over. Now, they faced the most perilous challenge of all: escape. With the Vomork plant crippled, the commandos faced a brutal choice. German patrols would be unleashed, meticulously sweeping the region. Their only hope lay in the vastness of the Hardanger Vidda and an impossible journey across hundreds of miles of frozen wilderness towards the Swedish border. For 2 agonizing weeks they skied, battling exhaustion, hunger, and the relentless pursuit of German forces. They pushed their bodies to the absolute limit. Their route was perilous, their pace grueling, their objective freedom. They had destroyed the heavy water, now they had to save themselves and the secret of their mission. The Germans launched a massive manhunt, deploying thousands of troops, dogs, and even air patrols. But the commandos, masters of the winter landscape, moved like ghosts. They left no trace, their local knowledge and superior skiing skills proving invaluable. Each ridge, each frozen lake became a tool for evasion. One by one, in small groups, they crossed into neutral Sweden. They had made it. They had survived. Their mission, a triumph of courage, planning, and sheer human endurance, had successfully set back Hitler's atomic program by years. The exact impact of Operation Gunnerside on the course of the war is debated by historians. But one thing is clear: it bought precious time. Time that prevented Hitler from developing the ultimate weapon. time that allowed the Allies to win the race. These men, the ghosts of Hardanger Vita, returned to civilian life, their incredible feat largely unacknowledged, their names only whispered in the halls of intelligence. They never sought glory, understanding that the true power of their mission lay in its secrecy. The secret mission no one was supposed to know about. A testament to ordinary men achieving the extraordinary, who, in the chilling silence of the Arctic night, stood guard against a catastrophic future, ensuring that the dawn of the atomic age would not be ushered in by the chilling shadow of the Third Reich. Their sacrifice, their courage, their silent victory, forever etched into the hidden chapters of World War II.